And we will start out with an empty bin and filter weight of 474.1 grams. So, welcome to a whole house carpet cleaning with Wade results using this Bissell Powerforce Helix Turbo from 2012. This is a model 68C7, and it was an absolute wreck, curb fine. So I had to do, let's see, 2 brush roll bearings and 2 motor bearings, and I put a new belt on. So let's see how well it does. Now, the brush roll is very heavily worn. It does not, okay, maybe 1 millimeter it protrudes from the bottom of the rug plate. So let's try it on this setting and see how well it performs. I'll see if I need to make any adjustments to it, but hopefully in the middle, because this is medium pile carpet, will work well. And Bissell fans, I know you've been waiting for this one because I haven't done a video with this guy. So here we go. And this is going to just run all the way through with obviously not me behind the camera. That's where Mrs. Lab is at the moment. Normally this would go under the bed right here, well, more than I'm doing now, but to be fair, I'm going to stick with 1,000 square feet, which means not going underneath any furniture. Okay. So the pushing effort with this set on 3, well in the middle anyway, is a little difficult going forward because the nozzle's clamping down just a little bit. Going backward it's fine, nice and light. So a newer brush roll would certainly this only has a medium length cord, so I need to replug. All right, not a big deal. You can always get yourself extra cord if you wanted extra cord. It's pretty cheap. Plug. Let's see how long the cord makes it in this room. I think it's going to make it. Let me see. Alright. That's a double push. It made it. Just barely. It made it. it's definitely picking up lots of dog hair and some carpet fibers to be sure, but that's mainly dog hair. So let me tip this up a little bit. Now all this long stuff in here is my wife's hair. So some of it's blondish, some of it's grayish.
Hey, watch it.
That's not too bad. Okay, I guess you didn't shed that bad. All right, so now let's go down the first floor and finish up. You could go down first.
I am.
Oh, okay. If you wanted to. Okay, don't fall. Look at all the... See, the one problem you have with all the plastic vacs is it attracts small little hairs. So, I mean, that's technically, I suppose I shouldn't really count that. So that would be cheating. So I'll just leave that there. If it falls off, well, it falls off. Okay, last two rooms. I'm now chasing Mrs. Vac Lab.
I don't like backwards.
She's walking backwards. All right, here we go. Last two rooms.
Oop, almost tripped me.
Yeah. So, nosy ran around. Pull the vacuum out. Pull the plug out. Okay, so we're done with 1,000 square feet, and now we're going to go and measure this as a whole, and then also extract as much dirt as we can, and then measure the extracted amount. Well, it looks like some pretty good pickup. Well, look at that. A lot of fibrous material, and, you know, look at the filter down there. I wouldn't say that it's caked, but it's going to have to be cleaned. Let me get that centered. Just like it was before. All right, we started out with 474.1, and we are now at, let me get back a little bit, 482.4. So if I subtract the 2, I get 8.3 grams. Now that is bin pickup. So when you go and extract it from the bin, we actually get the dirt that you can, you know, get out of your house. You can actually throw into, well, frankly, another bin, your other trash can. And I believe the extracted amount, the overall average for 70 some odd vacuums right now, is running around 8 grams. So that's not bad, especially considering the age of the machine and the expense of the machine. But you know what? Dog Rosie got spooked because she thought she heard a noise or a boom or something like that. And this is what happened to the plug. So, yep, when she pulled it out with her foot. So let's go ahead and quickly fix that up. Bend that front of that tab straight. There we go. Get that straight. Now let's get this straight. And there you go. Almost perfect. That'll work until she kicks it out again, I suppose. Time to play with the dirt. So we can separate these two pieces. And here, let's take a look at the bottom filter. So this was a nice deep black. It is not now. So I will do a reasonable job of picking off, but not anything more extreme than that. I'll just pick off the big pieces as far as measurement goes. Now, what I do is I get a blower and I go ahead and blow this clean. And this will come completely clean. Or, of course, you can wash it if you don't have something that has a blower, and then let it completely dry. So how about I actually pull this off just to see what got through this foam outer bandish type of filter. So there's the outside, right? Picked all the big pieces off. Here's the inside. Pretty much, not much made it through. And if you look at this filter right here, the HEPA filter, it's pretty clean. So, all right, so much for that. That's what we managed to pull off. It is very fibrous, to be sure. And now, take a closer look, see what's in the bin. Dump that out carefully. Give it a little tap. Okay, that's good as that's going to get. And that is a huge pile of fiber. And that's like large, dusty stuff. We'll take a closer look at that in a minute. Let me do my best to try to separate this into two piles. Big fibrous stuff and everything else. So this is sandy, rocky stuff right there. A little bit, not much, but some. And this is really big, still kind of big stuff. It is difficult to separate this. Do the best we can. All right. So that's kind of what we'll do here. Hey, there's a little rock. Okay, so we'll call this big fibrous pile and pretty much mostly non-fibrous, more or less. And now let's get a total. Okay, we'll do the big pile first. I'll kind of squeeze that down a bit. All right, everything fibrous, about 5.3 grams, and then everything else for a total of 6.37 grams. How about we go and take a closer look at this separator? You know, this has got to be one of the most overlooked pieces of these types of vacuums, and that's how I end up getting them at the curb. They're completely clogged up with dirt and debris, and there's no airflow at all. So a lot of people actually just don't even bother to look at these things because, you know, you have to reach up underneath and twist, and then you have to clear all this stuff out. I mean, you really have to go and touch the dirt. This isn't something that normally you just tap it and everything easily comes off. You can see that there's my wife's hair wrapping around here, and there's all kinds of other stuff. And, you know, it's kind of dusty, and who knows what's up on the other side. Let's go ahead and add to the total whatever I can manage to pick off from this. That little ring of hair there. You can see what's up inside there on the bottom. If more people would do this, I wouldn't have as many curb fine Bissells. So by all means, don't do what I'm doing now. I like curb fines. Some of my best videos as far as views are curb fines. There we go. But you see how you get a little messy? So a lot of people just don't want to bother with that. So let's see what the separator pickup is. What will it add to the total? Hey, not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, so let's add that in to the previous total. So 1.64 plus 6.37, and we have a total revised total of a little over 8 grams. And that actually means that brings this particular machine in its current condition to right about average extracted. All right. Until next time, happy vacuuming.